watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories that are happening right now. And more information is coming in concerning the shooting in Sweetwater last night. Investigators still trying to track down a man they are calling a person of interest, Gabriel Huerta. Now, we talked to a person in the area who has lived there for over 40 years, and that a shooting like this in that neighborhood is very out of the ordinary.
Thoughts and prayers go out to all of them, and hope their recovery is speedy, and I hope the man that did it is apprehended and punished to the full extent of the law.
Yeah, anyone with information about where Huerta is asked to contact the Monroe County Dispatch Center. So police describe the 26-year-old as 5'5", weighs around 189 pounds. As you can see from this picture, he has a distinctive heart tattoo between his eyebrows. Now, police also sending out a picture of the car that he's believed to be traveling in, a white 2014 Nissan Altima with tinted windows and a broken taillight. The car's license plate BCC 6220. If you spot Huerta or the vehicle, police do not want you to come up to him in any way. They are considering him to be armed and dangerous. Again, you are asked to call the Monroe County dispatchers at 423-442-2357. Next up on the 7, we come back to Knoxville for another fatal shooting. It happened last night. Police have now identified the victim as 21-year-old Rayleigh Garcia from Johnson City. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, the shooting happened around 5 o'clock on Badgett Road. This is near Goins Drive. Police say they believe multiple suspects ran from the scene. Anyone who has information that could help investigators are now asked to call the East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. We've got that phone number for you. It's 865-215-7165. You can remain anonymous and could receive a cash reward. A Tennessee legend's family is continuing to remember his legacy. That's next now on the Big 7 list. Family members sharing their memories on the life and legacy of Gus Manning, a landmark leader in the UT football program. Manning died Sunday at the age of 99. Manning worked in different roles in the UT athletics department for almost 50 years until he retired in 2000. Manning attended 455 consecutive home football games at UT and was kept on as a consultant athletics director after his retirement. Now, he had ties to many big names in UT athletics, including Robert Nealon and Peyton Manning. Gus's son Sammy says one thing he was known for, though, around campus was driving his famous Cushman vehicle.
He started out driving around campus, and then he'd take it downtown stuff. So through the years, he'd get another one and get another one, and he'd go everywhere in those cars. The last one was a Cushman, and take it to the football games, take it downtown, park it on Gay Street, anywhere he wanted to go, and everybody leave him alone. No, he never got ticketed or anything.
Now, a funeral mass will be held Monday at Sacred Heart Cathedral. Now on the Big 7 for you tonight, a bill is in the works to create an early release board for prisoners. State lawmakers are also weighing in on that early release of inmates. They say Cleotha Abston Henderson should not have been released from prison. As you likely know, he's the man accused of kidnapping and killing Memphis teacher Eliza Fletcher. It happened after Abston was able to get out early, despite dozens of infractions that lawmakers say he got while in prison. Now a bill from House Speaker Cameron Sexton would create a statewide oversight board to evaluate recommendations for inmates. But opponents say this could de-insensitize inmates from participating in classes and other activities that help them integrate into society when they are released.
TDOC already has regulations on the books that say that you can only get good time credits if you're not getting write-ups, if you're not in maximum custody or punitive segregation. We already have records on rules on the books that TDOC has, and if those could be enforced better, I'd suggest that we should start with that instead of creating an entirely new apparatus of this board.
All we're talking about is a structure here that has oversight on a system that has failed the people of Tennessee. This system hasn't worked, and in fact, the horrible situation that my colleague from Memphis just mentioned is proof positive of someone who behaved reprehensibly in prison and yet still got good time credits.
Many questions about the impact of this board remain unanswered. The subcommittee delayed a final vote for 1 week. Next up on our Big 7 list, the Knox County Health Department has released the latest Knox County High School Youth Risk Behavior Survey. The analysis shows that there is some good news. This includes declines in cigarette smoking, alcohol consumption, and riding in a car without a seatbelt. But some findings are concerning, especially regarding physical activity, feelings of sadness and hopelessness, and illegal drug use. Now, this is a long title, but basically the survey tracks behaviors that impact the health of high schoolers. The issues focused on include self-harm and violence, tobacco use, alcohol and other drug use, and weight control. Next on the Big 7, Blount County's mayor plans to ask another hospital system to run Blount Memorial Hospital. Mayor Ed Mitchell's office asking the county commission to work out a deal with UT Medical Center. It's the latest turn in a clash over control of Blount Memorial. Back in December, we told you how the hospital had sued the county for independence, claiming commission broke the state's open meetings rules in voting out 3 members of the hospital's board. Mayor Mitchell says he has been working to bring, quote, fresh perspectives, which he says have been, quote, thwarted by the board and hospital management. Now, in a statement we just got into the newsroom a short time ago from Blount County Memorial's CEO, Dr. Harold Narramore, to employees, he says, quote, neither Mayor Mitchell nor UT Medical Center reached out to have any discussion with any executive or board member to talk about this. It is no secret that Blount Memorial is working a strategic plan to address the lingering financial and operational challenges it has. We have more work to do, but it would be more helpful if the county was supporting this process instead of blocking it every step of the way. Rounding out our Big 7 list for you tonight, a reminder that today is your last day to save on registration for the Covenant Health Knoxville Marathon. Prices, they're going to go up at midnight tonight. Currently, registration for the full marathon is $85. The half is $70, and then, of course, the costs go down from there. But if you wait until after 11:59 p.m., well, those prices go up by at least $15 each. To register, visit KnoxvilleMarathon.com. Marathon weekend, by the way, will be here before you know it. Is coming up the first weekend of April. Matter of fact, April 2nd is the marathon. That's Sunday.